Y mira, aquí llegamos a...
Pues también otro patrocinador del evento.
Patrocinadores del evento. Arturo, otra vez, Shawn. Te vengo siguiendo, Shawn.
Estás en todas partes.
How are you?
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
She's Marta.
Yeah, probably through emails more often.
Cuéntanos, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo van aquí?
Good. The show's been great. Can't complain.
Cuéntenos un poquito acerca de los productos, qué hay de nuevo, qué tienen, ahora sí que cómo ha avanzado el nuevo Tridente NP, ¿no? De la posibilidad de poder tener el control de los equipos, todo eso.
Well, basically, he's saying if you could tell us a little bit about the products, the Trident MP and all that. Let me put the microphone on him.
Agárralo, es eso.
Pass it. So what's the question again?
The what? Can you tell us a little bit about
Sure.
the new products, the Trident MP?
Yeah, so definitely. So a few months ago, we were very excited that we finally launched our Trident MP. This has been long awaited ever since the Trident was born. The next question that everyone asked was, well, when are you going to test nitrates and phosphates? So finally, here it is after years of product development. We are so proud of launching this. We think it's the final culmination of testing. What the most important parameters in a reef tank. We already got alkaline calcium magnesium handled by our Trident, but now we can do nitrate and phosphate. Measure real time. At a minimum, you could measure once a day, and you can really see what the tank is doing. With our better knowledge of and understanding what nutrients do to our corals, and actually just the health of our tank, right? Lots of times we get nuisance algae, or certain types, or corals rely on nutrients. Before, back in the day when we thought you don't want nutrients, we understand now that we want a certain balance of nutrients, and now you can measure that, you can see that. You don't have to put your hands in the water and try to rely on your own personal schedule to test it. Let the Apex and the Trident NP do that for you.
A very important question.
Sure.
The difference between ICP, the difference between ICP and the product.
Like ICP. The thing is, this is measuring in your house. I would say that's the biggest difference. Like ICP, like it does have its place, and ICP does a great job of measuring your trace minerals and stuff like that. Things that are probably outside the normal bounds of testing, right? But what are the test kits that you would usually have in your home, right? That you have access to readily available, and that's alkalinity, probably the first one you ever buy, right? Or next to pH, right? But you got.
Can I translate a little of what you just said?
Sure.
So, básicamente lo que está hablando es que siempre les habían dicho de medir esos parámetros como nitrato y fosfato desde que es el nutriente normal, y bueno, no decidieron sacarlo antes para que hasta que estuviera listo, ¿no? Con base en tu respuesta, en tu segunda pregunta, su respuesta es: el ICP tiene un lugar, tiene un espacio, pero esos son test que los haces todos los días, cada día, ¿no? Entonces es algo muy diferente y se tiene que ver como algo muy diferente, ¿no?
La importancia nada más de la estabilidad, ¿no?
Así es.
No tanto
Así
una
es.
medición exacta,
Así es.
sino la estabilidad de un acuario,
Así
¿no?
es.
Que sería...
I'm just going to agree with you guys.
Yeah.
But like to continue on with that, the main thing too is it's happening real time in your own home, and it's not just it's a great thing that we have these options where you can send it out, get a detailed report, but that's how many days they have to test it, come back to you, which is great. But how about something that's actually happening in your home, but not just that it's happening in your home, it's in real time in multiple instances. So for example, like people are starting to realize when these nutrients or these the elements are being used up, right? People are starting to realize that during certain photo cycles, or maybe even the evening, where they were having trouble with keeping certain corals, but they say like, oh, but I tested it, it's just fine, right? But realizing that, oh, your out drops considerably at night because the corals are feeding, and people are starting to realize that. Same with nitrate and phosphate. Now you can see it every day, right? and that's going to change every day versus
Many times
Yeah.
during that day.
versus a single glimpse, right? So
Básicamente dice que la ventaja de esto son cosas que haces en tu casa y que te da una ventana de oportunidad de poder ver en cada momento cómo está tu acuario, ya que no es un test que lo vas a mandar y va a tardar un tiempo y te va a dar parámetros que son muy válidos y necesitados pero antiguos. Esto va a ser cada día y puede ser varias veces al día.
Los otros productos, ¿cuáles
The
son
other
los más
products.
nuevos?
I'd like to actually show you our Hello Reef tank, and then this is another thing that we're very, very proud of, and another achievement that came out this year. This is more than just an all-in-one aquarium. This is an aquarium designed specifically for the new reefer coming in, right? Someone that wants to get into the aquarium hobby, and the biggest hurdle I think is how do you get them to be successful, right? There's a lot of information out there, some of it bad, and let's be honest, maybe some parts where it's toxic, you know. And
Yes.
but we want to set them off right, and not only that, in the most welcoming manner possible. So what we did was we created a all-in-one solution called Hello Reef, where we partnered with some great brands out there, including our own. But like where you may see certain all-in-ones, it's great, but you don't know what certain like motors or whatever that comes with it. But you can see here we have a Seche a flow pump. In the behind we have a Seche branded return pump. So obviously we know Seche is one of the top pump manufacturers out there. We also supply it with an Anaheim heater. Right? Sand and Rock is from Carib Sea.
All in one.
All in one. You get Aqua Reef salt for your to get started with. Comes with a refractometer. It comes with even calibration fluid. Dr. Tim's.
Dr. Tim.
Yeah, you get a putty to start doing your aquascape, and fish food for later when you get your fish, which I'll talk about a little bit more later. But
Can I translate what you just said?
Yes, please.
Básicamente, seamos realistas, como dice Shawn. A veces para un hobbyista nuevo es muy difícil encontrar información porque hay información errónea y hay información que es simplemente malintencionada, ¿no? Entonces están muy orgullosos de haber hecho con un conglomerado de diferentes marcas un acuario todo en uno que tenga un poco de lo mejor. Desde marcas como Seche, Anaheim, Aqua Illumination, Dr. Tim's, Bulky Supply, Aqua Forest y Carib Sea, listo para que lo puedas montar, ¿no?
Yeah. Also, and finally, the Aqua Illumination Blade Light, fully controllable and programmable, so it's already ready to handle, the most demanding corals that could fit in a 15-gallon tank like LPS.
Okay.
Right?
In Hello Reef.
Hello Reef. So it comes like this, right? We make it in a very inviting package where when you open it up, it comes in these boxes that are all numbered to tell you exactly what's inside of it, and that's all organized. So pulling it out, it's very easy. There's a cutout on this side that you pop it open and you can just slide the tank out, so you don't have to lift it. Don't hurt your back.
My back.
Yeah, exactly. But to get to the most important part, okay, this is a wonderful tank with great products associated to it. But the biggest part is where I talked about how do we make successful aquarists, right? Okay. And the whole thing is, once they open up, they're going to see this is also a little aquascaping platform, but they're going to get a QR code that they can sign up with, and it's going to give them access to the Hello Reef community. And what that is, it's a series of educational videos in short segments, nothing too long, but easily digestible. But what they get to learn is it'll teach them everything from the nitrification process, what's happening in your tank, when you get algae problems, what type of cleanup crew to get, right? And it's going to explain that and give them all the advice how to properly deal with that and to learn about how to properly set up an aquarium and raise a reef tank, right? And when all said and done, right?
Can I translate
yes,
that?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
So, lo que básicamente está diciendo es que es un paquete ya muy bien acomodado, donde vienen las cajas por partes, se desliza, se va armando todo con instructivo, hasta viene un cartón que te ayuda para hacer tu aquascape con guías, pero lo más importante es que te invitan a una comunidad donde escaneando el código te manda con ellos, donde por videos cortos e información compartida dentro de esa comunidad te ayudan a aprender, a tener más conocimiento positivo, productivo acerca del acuarismo, ¿no? Esto está perfecto para los nuevos.
Yeah, thank you. And then at the very end of your journey, after you learn that, we're going to send a $20 gift card to you, so you can use that to buy your own first fish. Yeah, so that's the way that we make sure and help, that they're watching the series and programs, so they are properly educated and getting the right information. And finally, 2% of all purchases, the proceeds go to, the Ocean Conservation and Restoration Program. So, we want to give back, and, obviously, especially with this weird weather we're having, we've been having a lot of issue within our own borders with our coral reefs. So, 2% of that's going to help help sustain that.
Okay.
Awesome.
La idea de todo esto es facilitarle a la gente que puedan tener un acuario, un arrecife, aparte de ya al haber finalizado cierto proceso, se les invita a los clientes y se les regresa $20 para que puedan comprar su pez payaso, que bueno, esto funcionaría en Estados Unidos, ¿no?
Sí.
Y 2% del costo de esto se dona a la iniciativa de la conservación y restauración de los océanos, ¿no? Está bastante interesante.
Y lo mejor, la nueva extensión y la mano de soporte de Reefers Anónimos.
Claro.
Para México y que podamos tener mejor
So the best part, the new collaboration and extension of support
Yeah.
from Reefers, that we can work together with this. Because
Awesome.
from what I explained, this is the final product, but what's behind it, it's a lot of work,
Yes.
a lot of research, and not only research, but putting up the community, putting up the videos, all the what's the word to say, the access to that information for users.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's, I would say that's the most important thing. We want to embrace success. I mean, that is how we're going to keep this hobby going. We want people to start off on the right foot, to really enjoy this. It shouldn't be a trial and error kind of thing. So, yeah, we're super excited about this. This definitely will, even if you're not a first-time reefer, who would not want this and have all the right parts that come right from the get-go?
I'm thinking of putting actually one in my house.
You should.
They told me if I buy the bigger one, you specifically come and install it. Básicamente dice que sí, que ha sido un buen trabajo, no solo en vender el producto finalizado, toda la información que está atrás y hacerla accesible para todos ustedes, ¿no? Entonces creemos que es un producto muy positivo, que gracias a la comunicación y al trabajo en conjunto entre ellos y nosotros de este producto y los que vienen, los más beneficiados van a ser ustedes.
¿Y la nueva línea de Aqua Ready?
Yeah, let's talk about Aqua Ready. So, Aqua Ready is a new line that we've created, and it's really intended for, kind of like the Hello Reef customer, or where it's it has a very good value proposition. It's very easy to use, very inviting for beginners or people getting into the hobby. And this is why we created Aqua Ready. Whereas, we have RO units, we have media reactors, skimmers,
Calcium reactors too.
calcium reactors, yeah. And we'll have some more products coming along the line. I mean, even things down to frag racks. But part of the whole process with Aqua Ready that we're making different is that we want to make this easy for customers to purchase this and also understand how to use it properly, right? So we have QR codes, and we're going to have videos on tutorials to educate the people, this is how you do it, this is what you need to look out for, and how to set it up properly. I think that is kind of one of the things in this industry where maybe we struggle with a little bit, where it's kind of, it's a very technical product, it's a very technical hobby in itself, right? Raising saltwater aquarium. So how can we simplify that so that way it ensures that it's working great and working properly for our customers?
Because now that I think about it, we take it for granted because we already have time in this hobby.
Yeah.
But I remember back in the day, how do I install this?
Yeah.
So, you know, you Google the instructions, you call somebody, you check the forums, but to have that, that's going to help a lot.
Yeah, this is,
So-
you know...
I mean,
you
the QR code.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Exactly.
let me translate that.
Yeah.
Básicamente lo que está diciendo es que hay una nueva línea que se llama Aqua Ready que está diseñada para la gente que va empezando. Ahora, ojo, no quiere decir que porque esté diseñada para la gente que va empezando es menos eficiente o no la puede usar la gente profesional. Son equipos 100% profesionales, pero diseñados porque tienen un código QR que te da todo el instructivo, todas las formas de cómo instalarlo, operarlo, manejarlo, y pues eso es algo nuevo realmente que ayuda bastante para no perder tiempo buscando las instrucciones, sabiendo cómo se va a hacer, porque a lo mejor muchos ya lo sabemos, pero cuando estamos empezando a usar un producto, pues tenemos que aprender, tenemos que buscar la información. Esto ya lo tiene integrado y tiene desde frac racks, desde reactores, skimmers, reactores de calcio, filtros de osmosis, etc.
Yeah, so keep an eye on this brand because there's going to be plenty more products to come. Yeah, we're really excited about this. Like I said, our main goal here really is we want to live with something from that's applicable to everybody. Obviously, all the way from the MP with the most advanced testing out there to something as simple as for the person that's just walking into the fish store for the first time. And like, how do we get them on the right foot? Everyone's equally important, and we want to do it right in all different aspects of that.
Okay.
No, muy bien, muy padre todo lo que tienen nuevo.
Adelante.
No,
No,
dale.
bueno, mantengan un ojo en esta marca porque van a empezar a sacar más productos enfocados en el nuevo, pero siguiendo ayudando a los veteranos, ¿no?
Okay. Any words to Mexico?
Definitely appreciate you. Always great to be your neighbor. I look forward to visiting very soon.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you so much.